Ready to go!
Alrighty guys, welcome to vlog number 23. I am back in the gym and I'm going to be, I'm not even sure exactly what I'm going to do today. So, last time you guys saw me, I was doing my 1 rep maxes and I was really struggling. Okay, today I feel a lot better. I feel like I can be strong again today. So I'm looking forward to training, looking forward to hitting a particular vector now. I'm a little bit out of alignment with the dates and the days of my training. I did a 1 rep max day on Thursday. It's now Saturday over here. So I'm not really in line with exactly what I'd normally be doing, but I'm just going to kind of readjust, and I think I'm going to do a speed day today, because the speed day is the true fundamentals of this Todd Hutchins approach, this West Side barbell approach, this conjugate method approach. And actually guys, I need to hit you all up and let you guys quickly know, before we get the workout underway, something that I'm proposing to do with everyone. Now, I get a lot of questions from people. I get a lot of people send me messages on Facebook, on Instagram, and even in the comments here on YouTube, and I'm just not able to answer them all. But what I would love to do is, I would like to invite you all to send me questions. If you have a specific question you'd like me to answer, send it to me in a video format with a vertical camera via Facebook Messenger. So look me up, Ryan Bowen, on Facebook. Send me a video message there. And if the question is a good question, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that video, I'm going to download that video, I am going to respond in a video myself, combine the two videos into one Instagram post, and then post it on Instagram. And the reason I'm doing that, guys, is because I get a lot of people repeat the same questions, and I feel bad when I don't answer them. So I would love to be able to answer those in an Instagram video, and that way everybody gets to see them. And if you've asked that question as well, it'll be there. Anyway, guys, that's just a little bit of a side note. We're going to do speed day today. Now, speed day is going to be the same vector that you saw in my last 1 rep max, where I was failing pretty miserably. The speed day, if I have a look at my numbers, it's kind of crazy. Speed day, 27.5 kilos is what my speed day numbers are. Remembering, I was struggling to 1 rep max, even 30 kilos the other day. It's funny that it's my speed day is 27.5. But anyway, we're going to put on the 27.5. We're going to do the speed day, and we're going to get stronger again. We're going to go get SAF, strong as Fred, as Todd Hutchins likes to put it. But I feel good to be in the gym today, so it should be a good workout. All right, guys, I'm filming myself, so I'm going to get the camera set up on the tripod. We got Charlie. You're here. How you doing, Charles? You're the star of the show half the time, it seems. But yeah, guys, we're going to get set up, and we'll get right underway. Alrighty guys, I'm going to show you my warm-up today. I know a lot of you guys have noticed and said, hey, I'm a bit concerned you're not doing your warm-ups properly. So we got 10 kilos loaded on top of the apparatus, so it's probably like 14, 15 kilos in total. And I'm just going to warm it up. I think the idea here is just to get my heart rate up, just get the arms feeling the blood a bit more. Elbows, wrists, all that sort of stuff. It's funnily enough, I can feel the difference between my left and right arm, big time. The connection in my left elbow is nowhere near as stable as the connection in my right. Big difference, but anyway, that's how I'm warming up. I'm now going to chuck on the weight that we're going to work with. Alrighty guys, so I have, I've got 30 kilos on the bar at the moment, which is, last time I did this was 27.5 kilos. But guys, just last video you saw me 1 rep maxing and struggle city on this weight to even 1 rep, just to move it. So I have no idea how this is gonna go. But I feel good, I feel optimistic. So yeah, if you missed the last video, 30 kilos I struggled with, and I think I went to 35 for like a real ugly one. But have a look at this. Ooh, you can see the wrist going there, but importantly inner elbow. So inner elbow stood up to it. So the difference between speed day and 1 rep max day is, you'll see I have to reach for this one to pull it in with it already under tension, where 1 rep max day it's starting just here and no worries. Speed day it's 3 reps, 8 sets of 3 reps. So all I did then was just 2, 3. You can see my wrist was going whoa, whoa, whoa. On the wrist wrench. That sudden change in direction really does overload your wrist, as I just experienced then. So this is the heaviest I've done for speed day on my right arm, and yeah, 8 sets of 3. Let's go again. So I'm putting my hand, hopefully you can see that, putting my hand straight through that strap, which makes it feel like I'm in the straps, and then the wrist wrench is working against me as it winds up. Okay. Whew. Does feel heavy. Does feel heavy. It's definitely talking to my inner elbow. But the whole idea of the speed day is that sudden change in direction, where the difference, like if I had my my crane scale on here, that change in direction would be spiking the resistance. Probably, I actually tried to figure out the crane scale before. I tried to get it to stay on the highest number, but I couldn't get it to do it. So I don't know if that's a setting available to it or not, but I suspect, even though it's 30 kilos loaded, it'd be up around 44, 45 on that change of directions just momentarily, which is where you get that big vroom, vroom stretch. So this is kind of that plyometrics, taking from the Westside barbell system, the plyometrics, applying it to inner elbow connections, the vectors that matter a lot in arm wrestling, and it's making it grow. It's making that little thing, common flexors, grow quite a bit. Alright, set number 3. I'm gonna do 8 sets of these bad boys. Alright, so you can see why Todd Hutchins arm wrestles the way he does. See how my wrist is going back there? That is often what happens in an arm wrestling match. You go sideways and your hand doesn't come with you, but if your hand goes to there, it doesn't matter that that's happened if you still have enormous drive. So this training method right here is like the foundation of Todd Hutchins training, the foundation of the conjugate method applied to arm wrestling. And I think it's very evident when you train like this. You can almost feel like you understand all of a sudden what it is to arm wrestle like Todd Hutchins, because side pressure is ultimately stronger than your hand. I think, as I'm discovering, like my hand cannot keep up with this right now. If I was on a rolling handle that wasn't peeling me like the wrist wrench is, I could probably keep my wrist. But because the way that a wrist wrench works, it really does work against you and unwinds you. I feel like this is actually making it more difficult and more realistic to being like a Todd Hutchins workout. All right, set number 4. The wrist is starting to go back even further now, but you just keep going, keep that elbow on the pad, keep driving. More often than not, what matters in a match, and if you think about Todd Hutchins' match against Matt Mask, Todd lost his hand like I'm losing my hand here, but he kept his pronation. If you keep your thumb high, it doesn't really matter. In the straps, you're tied to your opponent. They take your hand like that. As long as your thumb's up and your palm isn't up, then you're all good. Like that was for me, that was my match against Dan Mosier. When he hit me over there, I lost my wrist that way, but I still had all my pronation, so I was able to just grind and bring it back and still control the match essentially. So keeping your thumb high, having good side pressure is a big factor in all of this. So, all right, halfway through this, set number 5. All right, feeling good. It's very interesting that this weight was near impossible for me to pick up just a couple of days ago. Very fascinated. My mind was in a pretty difficult place at that time that I filmed that video with my daughter in the hospital, and I've never experienced that before. I've never experienced just literal shutdown of my strength for no real apparent reason in a physical sense. I mean, it didn't make, the evidence wasn't really there, but with where my head state was and my mental state was at that time, it was very hard to train. But anyway, it's good to be back at normal numbers again. This is actually progression, so always happy with that. Interestingly, guys, my left only did 17.5 kilos last time I did this, so I'll have a go at that as well very soon. All right, set 6. All right. Feeling good. Yeah, left only did 17.5 last time. So it's about 10, 12 kilos behind my right. And I know it too. I know it feels weak. But it's actually kind of cool that my left is starting to make some progress. I think a lot of the traditional lifts that I'm doing are the biggest reason that my left's actually coming on. I've always felt like I've got decent back pressure. What I feel like I lack on my left is rotation. It feels very foreign to me, rotation. And Danny Tesha said this to me, like when I train with Danny, I load up, he's like, before the go, your left feels dangerous. And then as soon as you say go, it feels like it's not there. But anyway, 2 sets to go. Alright, I tried a slightly different grip then. I tried to supinate a little bit more. I twisted the handle a bit so it was lower towards the bottom fingers with the side pressure. Felt different in the wrist. The wrist went easier, but it actually sat in a position where it was pretty good. So, yeah, ugly arm wrestling, people would traditionally call this. Anything with your wrist back where you're still fighting, ugly arm wrestling. Naturally this works nicely on a hook as well when you get your wrist, but this is how to win when you don't win the hand, which of course for someone like Todd Hutchins with only a 10-inch elbow to wrist makes a lot of sense, because it's hard for him to win the hand when your arm's that short relative to especially super heavyweights who are on average way longer. For me, I was always a tall guy in the 80 kilo class, so I started with the opposite problem. I started with hand control, focus was very easy for me, and power was never something that was good. But now that I'm in the middleweights, I kind of sit exactly in the middle. I'm not short, I'm not tall, which is a nice place to be for countering. All right. Hey Charlie, stop digging holes. I caught you, yeah, that's right. He's looking at me all guilty. He's about 1 year old, Charlie, so he's still in puppy mode. All right, last set. All right, done on the right. You guys want to see some left? All right, I'll do some left and record it. All right, so 20 kilos on here for the left. In the best interest of the video, not going forever, I'm just gonna bang these out. I'm not gonna do any talking. I'm gonna edit them all together for you. One. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 'And there it is, 8. 8 plus 3, there it is, 8. Anyway, felt pretty good. Left is definitely a lot weaker than right, but end of the day, it's making some gains, and before you know it, maybe I'll be able to beat someone significant on the left. I wouldn't count on it, but maybe. Alright, gonna do some wrist curls now. That is the next thing we do in the volume. Last time I did this, I did 3 sets of 45 with 20 kilos. So we've gone up. We have got 20, what have I got? 25 kilos now. So let's have a play with the reps and see what we can do. I got my favorite cupping handle here. So 45 reps on 20. I've gone up 5 kilos. Yo! What do you want to show me? Come and show me. I don't know how many reps I've done. 40 maybe, 41, 42, 43, 44. What did you show me, dude? Come and show me, come and show me. What were they?
These.
Hang on, come here.
Look.
Show the camera. What do we got? What do we got?
No, stop.
What do we got? What is it? Should we do it together? Ready?
No, not now.
Can we aim it at the camera?
No.
Oh,
no.
why not?
Stop.
Why not?
Dad. I said stop.
Okay, I'll stop.
I don't want it to be on the camera. I don't want to be sitting up here. It's only it has to be out here. If Charlie's around, he'll actually. There's glitter inside this. And when it pops, Charlie might even eat the glitter.
There's streamers, there's not glitter.
There's glitter.
But how about we do it at the camera? Everyone's watching.
No.
Everyone on YouTube land.
Not now.
Oh, when are we gonna do it? Next time?
At the back.
Can I film it?
Yeah.
Alright,
Can you
okay.
take me down first?
Alright guys, we're gonna go pop this and then I'm gonna come back and do the rest of my sets. Alright, here we go, Brad. Wait for the camera. Alright, we got the intermission. Bradley wants to show us this party popper. Aim it at the camera. Aim it at the camera. Way!
No.
Oh my goodness.
Charlie!
And you're right, Charlie's trying to eat him. Charlie, crazy cat. Well, that was cool, Brad. Thanks for that. I'm gonna get back to my workout now, okay? Brad, show us your muscles. Oh yeah, man, looking good. Alrighty, we're back. Hope you enjoyed that little break. I don't know how many reps I did in that last set, but I feel like I did way more, and it's feeling really easy. So 45 reps is what I was aiming for, and I think I did more. Anyway, I'll do 45 this time. I'll count. $45. Yeah, it's feeling way better today, guys, as you can probably tell. Again, reflecting back on how weak I was last session, it's an amazing difference. Nothing's changed. It's been a few days. Nothing's changed in any physical sense. Just in a better mindset. So, yeah, it makes a big difference being in the right mindset, that's for sure. Anyway, one more set to go of this. Then I got my little reverse wrist curls, just for the health of my wrist. And then we finish with the famous bubbly weights. All right, one more set of these. Woo! Lactic acid was definitely starting to arrive then. I was trying to keep a straight face to make you guys think that I'm killing this session so easily. But the lactic acid was there, let me tell you the truth. It was on a very steep incline. Anyway, I'm gonna go get the little baby weights and we'll play around with them for a moment. All right, these are my little baby weights that I was telling you about. The reverse wrist curls. I'm gonna stand and do them today. Work my delts at the same time, my traps, bit of a shoulder workout. All of this stuff that Todd's got me doing, this volume, light to medium weight volume stuff, is the main reason I think all this side pressure stuff is possible. I'm doing 2 workouts a day, as you guys know if you're following the data. Morning routine and a night routine. And so the volume adds up. It's a lot of lactic acid. It's never overly heavy in terms of how hard it is to move the weight. But the biggest benefit of it that I'm feeling is the health of my arms. I feel like my posture's improving. I feel like I'm looking more and more like an athlete. I actually feel like I'm getting more symmetry, I'm getting more development in my chest and shoulders. My triceps are waking up, where prior to training with Todd, I was very much always just hand specific. I feel like this routine is very much almost a bodybuilding routine for most of it. Like 90% of it feels like I'm bodybuilding. And just those key moments of real side pressure emphasis. But yeah, feels good. Feels good. And as I've said plenty of times, this is just for wrist health. This isn't a prime mover in any respect in an arm wrestle. I mean, you kick back, And having your extensors balanced, I think, is just going to keep health throughout the wrist and the forearm. Everything is always closing in arm wrestling, so to open up a little bit, it's got to be good for you. I'm not even counting the reps here, guys. I'm just doing it. To be honest, my traps and my delts are actually filling up with more lactic acid than my extensors are. But anyway, I'll do one more set of that, and then we'll get onto the bobbly weights. Which, bobbly weights, I'll tell you right now, it's a love-hate relationship with bobbly weights. I dread going over there because those things make me nauseous sometimes. Sometimes they really do. Sometimes they don't, but it's always at the end of the workout. And I look over at that Olympic bar and it's always kind of staring back at me, reminding me of how brutal it is. Those bobbly weights really make it hard. But it's only 25 kilos. But I'm chasing down Todd's numbers on those. He does on his easy days 3 sets of 35, and on his tough days he does 3 sets of 50. Last time I did it, I was up to 3 sets of 25, so I'm still a way off Todd, but chasing the man down. It's really nice to have Todd's numbers actually, and know what they are to give me something to chase, knowing that I'm doing pretty much the same routine as Todd. Albeit my weight stack and his weight stack would have discrepancies and it'd be different. An Olympic bar with plates, there's no discrepancies, so I know exactly where I'm at relative to him. So it's nice. Whatever. Happy with that. Wrists healthy. Alright, bobbly weights time. Yeah. As you guys know, my favorite. $35, albeit the plate fell off at around 28. I don't know, I just wanted to do what Todd does. Kind of feel like I've achieved something there. It was feeling good, so I just kept on going. So there we go. Coming for you, Todd. Coming for you. I don't know how to tie knots yet with rubber bands, but coming for you. Alright, we are tied back on. When you don't know how to tie knots, tie lots. I can tie knots with other things, just not with this rubber band. Anyway, second set, mid grip. Yeah. 35 again. Yeah. Not gonna lie, that was hard. Set 2 for 35. I'm feeling Todd sitting behind my shoulder, kind of laughing at me, mocking me, saying, come on little Nani, a gingerbread man, whatever. Keep going. 35, that's 2. Be very interesting to see if I can get the third one at the 35. Whew. Alright, here's the true test, round 3. See what happens. Why is this left one bouncing so crazy? Stop it. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Alrighty, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We have had a successful training day today, without a doubt. If last session you watched, you saw my low session and my low point. I scored that one like a 4 out of 10. I just scored today's. I don't know, it feels like an 8.5, 9. Probably room for more, but the way that I feel leaving the gym today is pretty good. Now I'm gonna tell you the truth on this. I had a little assistance today that I don't normally have, and maybe you picked up on that in just my mood and energy, but the assistance I'm talking about is I took a pre-workout today. I really don't ever take pre-workouts, but today I did, and maybe there's something to it. I felt good today, so anyway, good session, happy with that. Make sure you guys send me questions, like I mentioned at the beginning. Send me those vertical video Q&As to my Facebook Messenger, and if it's a good question, I'm going to take it and answer it and put it on Instagram so everyone can see it. And yeah, follow me on Instagram, guys, Ryan Blue Bone. I got way more subscribers on YouTube than I do in Instagram, so we've got to catch my Instagram up and get my Instagram. I think my Instagram should be more than my YouTube, but I'm still working out how to put out good content on Instagram, so that's probably why. At the end of the day, I just want the content to be good, to either entertain you or help you on your arm wrestling journey. That's what it's all about. All right, Charlie, you got anything to say? You got anything to say before we go? What do you reckon, Charles? You got nothing? You're just gonna eat that bit of wood? All right. See you guys.
Yeah, that's a man!